All right. So this is video 5. So we last video. Make sure you listen to part 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way everything can make sense. Okay, you have to listen to part 1, 2, 3, and 4 for this video 5 to make sense, for it to full circle. Okay. Now, picking back up where we left off, calm down. So the woman has an XX chromosome or XXY chromosome. The man has a Y chromosome that is smaller than the woman's XX chromosome that was taken from the woman to create the man. So this shows that the woman is physically a more dominant species than the man. Okay? So since this is scientifically proven, so then you say, well, Ian, how can the man be equally dominant with the woman and God with the woman here on earth? Okay, this is how. The man, as the woman, is the mother of earth, Mother Nature, creator of all things, birthed through her and out of her, physically here on earth. The man is the father of the heavens. Okay, the man is the father of the heavens. He is dominant in the spirit realm. He is more dominant in the spirit realm, in the heavens. So this is how, so as the man is dominant in the spirit realm, more dominant in the spirit realm, and the woman is more dominant in the earth realm, this is how the man becomes equally dominant with the woman in the earthly realm. He has to be one and in tune with himself, in agreement with himself, all of his counterparts, not in conflict with each other. Okay? His spirit, soul, mind, and body has to be on one accord with each other. Okay? The spirit realm is where the spirit, you as a spirit and as a soul, travels from through the woman's physical portal, as a physical portal to be here on this physical earth, to exist here on this physical earth, as well as in the spirit realm. So the man's divine identity is in the spirit realm, okay, where he is the father of the heavens. So when you are here on this physical earth as a man, you become equally dominant with the woman as God in the context of this particular subject, as you are on one accord with all of your counterparts. All of your counterparts being on one accord with each other. Spirit, soul, mind, and body. Spirit, soul, and mind pulling from your divine identity, your dominant divine identity in the heavens, to exist and be in your divine identity as a man here on this physical earth, right alongside with your woman, who is God or dominant here in the earth. So this is how the man, real simple, this is how the man becomes dominant, equally dominant with his woman who is dominant as God on earth. So he becomes God and dominant here on earth with his woman. And they both are now the dominant species with each other, equally, in balance, in harmony. Okay? Real simple. Real simple. Now, a God named by the name of Melanin Sutek understands this, whether she realizes that she understands this or not. This is the reason why Melanin Sutek, who I'm grateful for and appreciate, takes such a strong stance on her not downing her man or her black man by saying that he's a degenerate, weaker species. Because, once again, proving this from another angle, that this is true, and not manipulated truth, but the right truth in the right balance. Why would a woman who is God create a degenerate, weaker species to protect her, to be her own, to be her protector? That doesn't make any sense at all. At all. That does not make any sense at all. And you can try to debate this, dissect this, and come up with reasons and rationalities to refute this. But you know, anybody who's in their right mind, using their logic, common sense, and their divinities, knows that that makes absolutely no sense at all. That is a false balance that comes from broken concepts born out of wickedness. And if you refute this, then you are deflecting from yourself, going back into the broken concepts to take on the broken concepts that is born out of that is a false balance born out of wickedness. If you refute this, you deflect within yourself. And anybody that has an ear to hear this loud and clear. A woman who is God here on earth would not create a species as a man who is a weaker, degenerate species to her to be her protector. That doesn't make sense. You cannot be someone's protector if you are weaker than they are. You see, just common sense and logic shows you this. So that's just from one angle and point of view. From a practical common sense point of view, this is how what is being said is true. Okay? Now let that marinate for a couple of minutes, because this is the right balance. This is the right balance that is not an abomination to the Lord God, but that is pleasing to the Lord God. Okay? Man and woman, both God together, or the black man and woman, as it relates to this particular subject. If you believe that the black woman is God, or if you believe that the black man is God, it goes both ways. Man and woman, the father of the heavens, and woman, the mother of earth, Mother Nature, are equally God's dominant species with each other, on one accord with each other, in balance and harmony, one not over the other. And this is how we establish getting rid of division. This is how we establish getting rid of division. Because our ancestors, who were kings and queens, who had kingdoms and queendoms, who were gods and goddesses, were putting themselves over each other from this broken concept, from that broken concept that I've been addressing. And ultimately, this is how we fail. Okay? This is how we fail. All right? So if you want to know how we fail, ultimately, to simplify it and not make it so complicated, but to keep it real practical and logic, the way that Melanin Sutek, the God who is a black woman, who is God in her divinity, who is supreme, right? Keeps everything practical and simple, right? Then you have to consider that in practicality and logic, ultimately, without all the details involved, this is how we know our people fail. This is how. Because the God, the goddess, and the God, who's man and woman together, were putting themselves over each other. The king was putting his queen under him, within his kingdom, within their kingdom. Or a queen was putting her king under her, within her queendom, in too many situations. And ultimately, this is one of the main reasons why our ancestors fell from their divine supreme positions, man and woman. Okay, so this is clearing up confusion. Once again, fixing broken concepts that is born out of wickedness from the devil, who is a real entity, as we embrace the right concepts with balance, the right balance. That is not a false balance that's an abomination to the Lord God, but that is the right balance that is pleasing to the Lord God. All right, peace. Thank you.